Hey everybody, welcome to the Let's Teach channel where we research interesting facts and share information on just about any topic. Before we get started, there's another video on the channel that you might be interested in. In that video, we talk about some of the fastest military helicopters the world has ever seen. If you're interested in learning more about this topic, then be sure to check that video out. In this video, I'll answer the question, what is the difference between an architect and an engineer? Let's get started. When it comes to discussing construction projects, two people come to mind, the architect and the engineer. These two roles are often interchanged despite the fact that their responsibilities are vastly different. So what exactly is the difference between an architect and an engineer? What is an architect? An architect is the more creative of the two, whose work is geared towards the design and construction of the building's form, space, and physical environment. Their responsibilities are more theoretical, and they must also be able to create rough estimates of how much the project will cost, from the raw materials needed to the wages that will be paid to workers. In the United States, an individual must earn a license from one of the country's 55 jurisdictions before they can start practicing as an architect. While the requirements are different for each jurisdiction, its basic requirements include earning a degree, gaining documented professional experience, and passing the national licensing exam. The United States also has the National Council of Architectural Registration Board, which is a nonprofit organization tasked with developing and administering nationwide programs for those interested in earning their architectural license. More than that though, they also help existing architects take their careers to the next level through the NCARB certificate. The process may be different in other countries, but generally speaking, a license is required before one can start working as an architect. Now, what is an engineer? Unlike architects, an engineer has a more mathematical mindset, thanks to the fact that their work deals mainly with the actual construction of the building. This means that they're the ones applying scientific and technical principles to bring the architect's plans and drawings to life. While engineers aren't responsible for estimating the costs of the project, they're required to factor in the architect's projections when evaluating the specifications of the building. If it won't fit into the client's budget, then they have to either make it work or approach the architect for a design change. Those who want to become engineers have a more complicated path to follow. For one thing, they have to decide on which area they want to work in. Right now, the 5 largest engineering specializations are chemical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering, industrial engineering, and mechanical engineering. Recent years have also seen the emergence of other niche specialties such as aerospace engineering and biomedical engineering. To add to that, they must also earn a license from their state, and while requirements vary, boards usually require applicants to have a bachelor's degree in engineering from a school accredited by the Accreditation Board of Engineering and Technology. Successfully passing the fundamentals of engineering examination, at least 4 years of engineering experience, and completion of the Principles and Practice of Engineering exam is also non-negotiable. Now, how do they work together? Basically, an architect draws while the engineer builds. If you want to go a bit more in depth than that though, then the architect's job is to make the building aesthetically pleasing, designing it to fit the client's requirements. On the other hand, the engineer is tasked with ensuring that the structure is functional, safe, and sound. Additionally, they must also take care of its electrical, plumbing, and the like. Well, that's it for this video. Do you know someone who's an architect? What about an engineer? Let's talk about it in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification button so that you never miss a new video. And remember, what's learned here leaves here. Share something you learned about architects and engineers with a friend. See you later.